where 3 subjects stepped out of the vehicle with assault rifles and handguns and began shooting indiscriminately into the crowd.
Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about this crazy situation that happened in Florida this morning. Or I should say last night, or last night leading into the morning. You know how these late shows go. Now, there was supposed to be a big show at a banquet hall for some pretty local artists, you know what I mean? It was in the Miami area, this area that's called like Hialeah. Now, I've been hearing about this Hialeah area a lot lately for some reason, man. I don't know if it's a real sketchy area or whatnot like that, but I mean, from what I hear, it doesn't have a very good reputation. Now, that's not to say there's not some good people that live in Hialeah who go to work every day and do what they got to do. I'm just saying I hear the name a lot. Well, they were having this concert in Hialeah at this spot called Mula Banquet Hall, right? And there's supposed to be some artists performing by the name of ABMG Spitta and another artist by the name of Foepack. Now, Foepack is an interesting character to say the least. Foepack seems to have some pretty good connections in the rap game. Seems like he's got his management set up. Seems like he's got his booking set up. And it looks like it was going to be an all-out good event and rap show. And then chaos struck. Now, before we get to the specifics, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about this shooting, man. And you might as well just call this a mass shooting, man, because a lot of people were injured and 2 people ended up dead. So, man, let's actually go to the official news report that I'm a reference from the NBC News. And it's going to be the First Coast News. I like using them as a source sometimes. Now, on this story, the headline says it all, man. It says, police, 2 dead, over 20 injured in banquet hall shooting in South Florida. 3 people got out an SUV and opened fire on a crowd outside, according to police. Now, the story continues. Hialeah, Florida. Police in South Florida say 2 people have died and 20 to 25 people have been injured in a shooting outside a banquet hall. Now, let's stop right there. The banquet hall is supposed to be the same spot that I was talking about. There was that rap show with the 2 rappers, man, where you had Foepack is supposed to be performing, and the other rapper, man, ABMG Spitta, I think his name was. Now, these cats aren't anywhere closely tied to this shooting. I'm gonna say that, and I want to preference that. Nobody in their camps have been accused of being a part of the shooting. Nobody in their camps have been involved or arrested in the shooting, and it's just a horrible event at what should have been a positive show. You know, it's one of those things that just ends up ruining the weekend for most people. You know what I mean? Now, man, the story continues by saying this. Now, it says news outlets report the gunfire erupted early Sunday at the Mula Banquet Hall in northwest Miami-Dade County near Hialeah. The banquet hall had been rented out for a concert. Now, that concert, I think, is the same concert that I'm referencing when I'm talking about ABMG Spitta and Foepack. Now, it looks like Foepack had been promoting it on this flyer right here on his page, man. And it looks like it was everybody was showing support. Supposed to be a good event, but man, you know how these things go, man. And I hate to keep harping on that point, but you got to be real, man. Sometimes you can have all the best intentions in the world and the show can still go crazy, man. Now, the story continues by saying this. Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man, and I know you're enjoying this video, but make sure you go and you follow me on social media platforms like Instagram, and also go to my Twitter page and make sure you hit that follow button there so you can get the latest and greatest updates of when I'm dropping my videos. And man, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button so we can spread this video around, and we trying to get 2,000 likes, so run them likes up. All right. Okay, so the story continues by saying this. It says, police say 3 people got out an SUV and opened fire on the crowd outside. Authorities believe the shooting was targeted. 2 people died at the scene As many as 25 people went to various hospitals for treatment. Then they have a post that was made on social media by this, I guess it's the director or somebody who works for law enforcement. And they basically said this, man, and it's some of the same stuff, but now, the Miami-Dade Police Department director had this to say. He said, "I am at the scene of another targeted and cowardly act of gun violence, where over 20 victims were shot and 2 have sadly died. These are cold-blooded murderers that shot indiscriminately into a crowd, and we will seek justice. My deepest condolences to the family of the victims." And I like to echo those statements, man. Yo, condolences, and man, rest in peace to whoever lost their life, and man, to the people who got hurt, man. This is horrible. Now, let's look at a video clip from somebody who was on the scene when the shooting took place. And I'm not sure of his position because they don't say what it is, but it looks like he's in some type of authority or whatever, or he works for like either the EMTs or the police department.
The concert, patrons were standing outside of the business when a white SUV pulled up, where 3 subjects stepped out of the vehicle with assault rifles and handguns and began shooting indiscriminately into the crowd, of which we believe is a targeted act of gun violence. Unfortunately, multiple people were shot. As of right now, we have 20 to 25 victims at various hospitals around the community, as well as 2 deceased victims on the scene.
Okay, now as you heard in that report right there from the scene there, it just was a crazy scene. I mean, obviously, nobody was expecting this to happen. It's Memorial Day weekend, so everybody was probably turned up. But man, things just went bad. And sometimes it goes down like that. And it's sad because 2 people lost their life and people actually ended up getting shot on a holiday weekend, man. And you would wonder, I mean, what in the world is going on and who's into it with who? Because according to all the sources from the scene there, that this was a targeted situation. So, meaning they shot out somebody they had an intent to kill, and they showed up just spraying indiscriminately just to get that one person. They were willing to shoot everybody outside of the show, which is crazy when you think about it. Okay, so the story ends by saying this. It says that no arrests were immediately announced. This marks the second major shooting in the Miami area over Memorial Day weekend. So that's the second shooting this weekend. And we ain't even done with the weekend yet. Now, late Friday night, 1 person was killed as 6 others were injured in a drive-by shooting in the Winewood area, according to CNN. Now, it looks like that's where they end everything and they don't have any suspects, but it's sad to say the least. Now, as far as the 2 rappers involved, I wonder what effect this will have on their career, because, you know, things like this can mar a career and have people not go to your shows, and hopefully that doesn't happen, because it looks like the 2 rappers that are involved, well, that they're not involved, they're not involved in the shooting. It was just their show. Let's clear that up. But it seems like, man, their name is going to be synonymous with this, at least in that area. Now, it looks like that one of the guys, he's got some decent connections. You see on his social media page that he's talked to, the rapper Foepack, that he's got some pictures with Kodak Black. He's got a lot of different people he's got pictures with throughout the Florida area. So it seems like these are cats that are building their career in the game, and we'll see where they go from there. And they've also got some decent videos out there, man. I like to always check people's stuff before I talk about them and whatnot, and it seems like they got some decent stuff. So I don't want this to just be a black eye on their career. I want this to, at least if you're going to check them out, check them out. You know what I mean? Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Hold up. What do you guys think about this situation? We're only 2 days into the 3-day weekend, and it seems like, man, things are just going crazy as far as Florida is concerned. I remember you used to go to Florida for Memorial Day weekend, and that was the national turn-up spot. Especially after Lil Wayne used to rap about it, everybody used to want to go down there. But it seems like this was just one of those situations where people who had sought out somebody they had obviously been looking for, and a lot of innocent people got caught in the crossfire. Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.